Hello and welcome to today's Confessions of a Global Changemaker show. I have the one and only Raymond backstage right now. But before I bring this amazing man on, just wanted to share a little bit of my experience of this incredible, I would say he's a superhero of mine. Raymond was one of my very first mentors when I sold my business back in 2013 and moved over to France. I wasn't even going to go into business again. I was retired. As far as I was concerned, I was 38. I was done. I'd already built 6 companies by that point. I just wanted out. But I don't know if you, like me, get to that stage where you think you want something and then you get it. A bit like us, thinking, oh, if only we had time just to stop the world and get off for a bit. Dang, we just got that. We got like 3 months off, yeah? And then everyone's complaining they've got this off. So there I am, and I decide that I want to learn from one of the world's best mentors in how I can raise my profile, build my credibility, really up my game. I've been helping other people to build their brands for a long time, making millions of pounds, dollars, and euros for them, but not actually having anybody mentor me in that area. So I turned to the one and only Raymond. I published my first book very quickly. He had an amazing program. I went through that program, whizzed through. Well, if you followed my journey at all, as you know, I've now got over 70 products online. I'm about to publish my first book of 365 books as part of the 4 Entrepreneurs series. I have featured in many other people's books as well. Got another 3 books and over 1,000 mini courses and masterclasses online. When you have somebody who inspires you in the greatest way, not because they've learned something and they want to share it with you, but because they're actually freaking doing it. That's why I love Raymond. So I want to bring this dear man from my heart to yours to the show tonight. He's got an incredible event that's coming up. I can't wait to dig in and find out more about that. So without further ado, please welcome to the virtual stage. Give us a round of applause, Mr. Raymond Aaron. Raymond, how are you doing? I've missed your face.
Oh, it's good to see you. It's very good to see you.
Raymond, you've been all over the world. You've worked with the greatest mentors. You've had the greatest mentors of all time. I mean, how would you even pick out of all of the amazing mentors and friends that you've ever had in the span of your life? What would you say is the best piece of advice that you ever got?
To get branded.
I like your answer.
You earn so much more when you're branded. People can see you amongst the crowd. They want you. They'll wait for you. They'll go out of their way for you. And they'll pay way more for you when you're branded because they perceive you're worth more.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Well, you learned that yourself, didn't you? Because you weren't always branded. Tell us a little bit about your story, how you got where you are.
I graduated as a physicist and then had 20 straight years of complete failure. I started a sports car importing company, which failed, a chain of women's weight loss salons, which failed, a cosmetics distribution company that failed. I launched a soft drink company to compete with Coca-Cola, which failed. I launched a private eye company, which failed. All completely failed. By age 39, I was $100,000 in debt. My boss had fired me. My wife had left me. I was 50 pounds overweight. It was a terrible time in my life. And then somebody suggested that I write a book. I said, write a book? What'll I write a book on? How to be a 39-year-old life loser, 7 easy steps. But I had made a lot of money in real estate, but I'd lost it in my divorce. But I still knew how to make money in real estate. So I wrote a book on that, and suddenly people wanted me, and suddenly they paid for my courses, which I didn't even have. They gave me money for my course before I even had one. And then my course grew. My first course was 7 people, and I've had courses of over 1,000 now.
Yeah.
I had the most wonderful life since age 39, when my entire life changed when I wrote a book. Anyway,
I think that's such a beautiful message, though, right? Because most entrepreneurs, I've got people who are just starting the business of their dreams, and they're in their early 70s. And, it just goes to prove it doesn't really matter what age you are. If you've got something in your heart that the world is waiting for, then don't wait any longer to get out there and give it to them.
No, I'm 75, and I just completely changed our company because of the Corona shutdown. I've completely changed it from an events company to an online company, and I'm holding the biggest event in my life. More people are signing up for this than I've ever had sign up for any event ever in my life. And so I will look back many years from now on this this 1 or 2 or 3 month period as, again, yet another gigantic change in my life. And the event that I'm hosting is so spectacular, and it's designed to help you be positive. It's designed to help you be creative. It's designed to help you think differently, so that if you have a business, you can grow it bigger. If you have a business that's growing, you'll be able to put new parts on it that you never thought of before, because when everything is normal, it's hard to break in. But when there's changes, there's holes. And when there's holes, you can fill those holes and earn far more money than you can ever imagine. And I want to tell you a story that Jack Canfield told me a couple of days ago, Sammy. I think you'll really love this.
Yeah. I love your stories anyway. This guy has such great stories.
One of Jack Canfield's clients owns the biggest fitness gym in Los Angeles. It's gigantic. And his clients charge him $20 a month. Pay him $20 a month. But right now they're paying him $0 because they've all stopped payment because they can't get into the gym. So instead of getting $20 a month or $0 a month and go under, what he's doing is shocking. He phoned one of his clients and said, I've disinfected your favorite piece of equipment. It's on a truck right now to your home. If you say no, I'll turn it around and send it to someone else. If you say yes, it'll be there in a few minutes. And everybody said yes. So instead of making 20 or 0, he's now making 99. I don't care if your country trades in rand or yen or euro or Swiss franc or British pound sterling or Canadian dollar or US dollar. A multiple of 5 from 20 up to 99, or an infinite multiple from 0 up to 99, is a gigantic increase.
Right.
And what he said is shocking, even more than that. He said his revenue is now 5 times higher than it ever was, but he still has all his expenses. 150 fitness instructors on his payroll, the huge air conditioning bill, the security bill, the Wi-Fi bill. He says, to heck with it. When his lease comes up for renewal, he's kissing it goodbye. He's going to have the world's largest gym that doesn't exist. He's now in the business of sending out high-grade industrial quality fitness equipment to people in the Los Angeles area, and maybe he'll franchise around the world, who knows. He says he used to put in 15 hours in the gym, and now he's not going to have a gym. He's not going to go to the gym. He's going to lie on a beach or stay at home with his wife and just rent equipment out and have no headaches, no gym, no overhead, nothing. He's changed his life, and I got inspired by that. And Jack Canfield is changing his life, and I'm changing my life. So there's some people who are going down. I'll give you an example of down. This is going to unfortunately take the smile off your face. CNN reported 2 days ago that the percent of Americans who couldn't pay their rent this month in April, this month, is 31%. 31% couldn't pay their rent. Unbelievable. It might even be higher than during the Great Depression. It's the biggest thing that's ever happened. And so lots of people are going down financially, but many more people are going down emotionally. Oh, woe is me. This is terrible. Maybe I'll lose my job. Maybe I've already lost my job. Maybe I'll get laid off. All my friends are getting laid off. Maybe I'll die. Maybe my friends will die. I mean, they're just thinking the worst thoughts. And so I've created an event which you know about, but I'm going to tell you even some stuff you don't.
I do. I'm going to pop it up on the screen right now so people can go and check it out.
There it is, worldprospersummit.com. Go there immediately and register. Why? Because it's free. Why? Because I called one of my dearest friends, Jack Canfield, the superstar of the movie The Secret and the co-creator of the entire Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books. And I said, Jack, this is not a time to have corporate boundaries. Your company, my company, who cares? We just have to give back right now. People are suffering. The very people who made us wealthy because we created programs and services and products for them, and they eagerly bought them and they learned, those are the people that are in trouble. So I said, your company, my company, it doesn't matter. We're no longer friends. We're no longer colleagues. We're no longer competitors. We're no longer enemies. We are teammates. We are teammates to help the people who helped us have a wonderful life for so many decades. And he said, Raymond, I'll stand beside you. I'll stand behind you. Lead the way. What do you want? And I said, I'm creating World Prosper Summit, April 24 and April 25. It's coming up in just over a week, April 24 and April 25. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time till 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And by the way, I just forgot, we just extended it to 6 p.m. We just had a board meeting a few minutes ago, because there's some speakers that have been begging us to get on, and we've let them on. So it's 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. The website doesn't say that because we just made that decision minutes ago. 11 a.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern, April 24 to 25. And because Jack's not charging me, I don't have to charge you. This is the same Jack Canfield that charges $50,000 to $250,000. This is the same Jack Canfield that I bring to Chicago, Los Angeles, Toronto, Miami, London, England, and he charges me that, and now he's not charging because we have to gather together as teammates and help Sammy and help Sammy's wonderful clients. And so he said, don't stop at me, call other of the people that you know in the secret, because I know all of them. And so I called Joe Vitale. He's one of the genius experts on making money. He said, Raymond, I'll be there. And he was in the secret. I called Laurel Langmeyer. She's called the millionaire maker because when she takes you on as a client, she doesn't let you go until you're a millionaire. And she keeps statistics of how long it's taken her in terms of months, not years, months to get people to millionaire. And she's agreed to come for free. Everybody, 7 superstars of the movie The Secret have gathered around me, beside me, behind me as a vanguard to come and help you, no charge, because they're not charging me and because I don't have airfare and I don't have hotel bedrooms and I don't have hotel meeting rooms and I don't have gals lined up along the back that I have to pay their salaries of. I have no cost, and so there's no charge to you. Now, Sammy, some of your jaded friends are saying, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. No charge to get in, then he sells the daylights out of us. No, there's practically no selling. There's no charge to get in, there's practically no selling. And people are probably saying, well, how are you going to make your money? That's not what it's about. It's not about me making money. It's about you making money. It's about my giving back to you. You have given me a wonderful life. Now it's time for me to give you a wonderful life. And so, yeah, sure. When I interview Jack Canfield, he's going to say, by the way, I've come up with a new book. Here's the title. You should go buy it. So go to Amazon and buy it, for God's sake. We're talking about a book, but there's no selling. It's free to get in, and there's and you just enjoy. And when do you hear this? My super genius friends, 19 in total, 7 from The Secret, but 19 in total are going to be there. And each one, I don't care how brilliant they are, each one gets half an hour. That's it. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. So at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm having one of my biggest experts. His name is Mark Victor Hansen. He's the fastest, funniest motivational speaker in the world. And with Jack Canfield, he was the co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books. And he has a distinction, which is shocking. Listen to this. Mark Victor Hansen is the #1 nonfiction author of all time. The #1 nonfiction author of all time, and the fastest speaking, funniest motivational speaker ever in history. And he begged me to be the first. And I said, why do you want to be the first? He said, because I'm not, well, no one's selling anything, but I'm not going to be selling anything. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I don't know why. I'm not going to be selling anything. I'm not even going to be telling people how to get rich. I'm going to tell people how to change their mindset so they can come up with creative ideas so that they can get rich. And when you hear the topic of his speech, you will smile from ear to ear. Wait till you hear it. How to stay up during downtimes.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that how to stay up during down times? And he's going to be the very first, and he's only got half an hour because at 11:30 I'm kicking him off and bringing in another world famous celebrity to teach you wealth. And then I'm kicking him off at noon Eastern time and telling him he's only got 30 minutes. He'll say, why? And I'll say, because I'm kicking you off and I'm having another amazing speaker at noon 30 and then at 1 and then at 1:30 and 2. I won't take a break. I won't pee. I won't drink. I won't breathe. Just give back, give back, give back. My world famous celebrities, friends who could speak for a week without repeating anything, they've got only half an hour, so they're going to deliver their absolute best, their absolute best. And it's going to be amazing. You're going to learn how to start a business, how to start a new business than you ever thought of before, how to change your business, how to add parts to your business, how to dramatically grow your business. And for investors, there's going to be speakers individually on how to invest in real estate cleverly, how to invest in the stock market, how to invest in Bitcoins, cryptocurrency, foreign exchange, options. There'll be every kind of investment. mail order business, internet marketing, network marketing, multi-level marketing, anything.
I mean, it just sounds like you've got everything that somebody could be successful with building a business from home, which is exactly where we all are right now, isn't it?
We're at home, and there's going to
You don't even have to leave to go to a seminar room or pay for hotel fees or travel costs or anything. I mean, how cool is that? And Raymond, like you said, you had a business model that was based totally around events pretty much and speaking.
totally.
I mean, how many days a year were you actually flying around the world to speak on stages up until last month?
Exactly half. I was
Wow.
out of my home 180 days a year. I stepped on an airplane 1.5 times a week for 37 years. And now
Wow.
I'm home with my sweet wife and my fuzzy cat, and we just play together. We have nothing else to do. And so this amazing event that's no charge to get in, with practically no selling, just teaching, 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 with 7 superstars from The Secret and 19 genius wealth creation experts have all gathered around me. Nobody's charging. Nobody even talked about charging. They all volunteered. I'll be there for free. Even more, now that the faculty is full, there are multimillionaire friends of mine who have genius wealth ideas that I can't even let in. They're calling me and say, please, can I work for you for free? The same $50,000 during normal times. They're begging me to work for me for free, but not work for me.
Raymond, like, you've got so many amazing friends and you're putting all the emphasis on them right now, but really the greatness that you bring to the world and just having that idea and bringing these key leaders of influence together with you really leading from the helm. You haven't got where you are just through luck or by chance. And the great thing I think about wealth creation, and I'm certainly living and you know, we travel full time now. We bought a boat in January. We now travel full time. You know, we get to do what we want and live the life that we want, and we do it all from the boat. What we're able to do is to give back in the way that you're talking about, and to be able to do challenges. Tell us a little bit about your challenge when you went quite a few degrees below zero for one of your challenges that you did. How long ago was it that you did that amazing, like, life-altering experience?
When I was 60 years old, I decided to enter what's called the world's toughest race, and it's called Polar Race. It's a 350-mile, month-long foot race to the North Pole at minus 40 degrees, hauling a 100-pound sled, dodging polar bears. Like a marathon is only a few hours. This was 350 miles at minus 40 degrees, a foot race to the North Pole. It was the most exciting experience of my life, especially when I stood at the very North Pole. You know that 500 people have been to outer space, 2,000 people have conquered Everest, 5,000 runners have broken the 4-minute mile, but in all of human history, only a few dozen people have ever stood at the North Pole by their own efforts, and I'm one of them.
Wow, how amazing. But that's the beautiful thing about building a business that you can run from wherever you are in the world. Your business was running on autopilot, still serving clients while you're at the North Pole. And that's what we're talking about here. That's why I really am a believer in attending this summit, because if you want to live that lifestyle from home, seeing more of your family, doing more of the things that you love with the people you love, and your business is running on autopilot, so you're waking up to payment notifications on your phone each and every morning, why would you wait to achieve the life that it is that you want? I know so many people that are in a place and a position, Raymond, right now, and you probably know some too, where, you know, usually they're really positive, but I'm not even going to give it a name because I don't, you know, I think that we're in a totally different world than we were even a month ago. But there are so many positive people that have taken a real hit. And as a result of that, you know, you could be the most resourceful person in the world, but if you take a hit, it can be really hard to get back up. So I would just implore each and every one of you that are watching this now, please share the link that you see on the screen, because it might just help somebody who you have no idea that they're feeling down, that they're going through a massive period of self-destruction in some cases. Some people have literally closed the doors on their business and not known what to do next. So if you know someone like that, or if you have it in your heart to support other people that are doing that, a bit of noise going on in the background there, then please share this link. You've got great experts from all over the world that have been doing this a very long time. Why would you want to try and do it the hard way when you've got people who have already trod the path, they've walked the mile, they've crossed the North Pole, they've literally been to the ends of the earth and beyond to support clients, and they know a few things that maybe you don't yet.
Do you know, when you talk about people closing their doors, Grant Cardone closed his doors this morning and declared bankruptcy.
What?
Grant Cardone.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Now he'll rise again. He'll be okay, but he hugely overextended himself because he thought bigger of himself that he could actually implement, and he went under. He has 8,000 8,000 doors of apartment buildings. If 31% of them don't pay their rent, he goes under.
Right.
Anyways, I have a challenge for you. Go to worldprospersummit.com. You can see it on your screen. worldprospersummit.com. And when you register for free, I'm not selling you anything, it's free. And you'll get 19 experts teaching you all day long. Everybody gets half an hour. I'm not going to, from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern for 7 straight hours, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to pee, I'm just going to be there constantly serving you and making sure that technologically everything works perfectly. But when you register, you're going to immediately get an email confirmation. And in it, there's going to be a unique link that you get. And all you do is share that link, and we keep track of how many people that you've helped tell about this amazing event. And when you tell 5 or 10 people in that range, then you get upgraded to VIP, and there'll be gifts and giveaways for the entire 2 days of the event, but only for the VIPs. So I'll be saying, and by the way, there's a special gift that this guest wants to give to my clients, and I'm now going to be sending it out to all the VIPs. So you don't want to be left out. And you just have to share it. You just have to copy that link and put it in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, TikTok, for God's sake, whatever your social media preference is, and just say something casual. Say, I'm going to this event for free. It seems really nice. Or 7 people who were the superstars of The Secret are going to be teaching us how to get rich. I'm going. Do you want to come with me? Just paste that link in social media, and we keep track of it. Every day I announce who the top 15 are. I just did it this morning on my Facebook page. And you'll certainly be a winner in terms of bringing 5 to 10 friends, because you're not selling them. It's not an affiliate program where you have to get them to pay me $100 and then I give you $10 back. It's not that at all. I'm sharing it with you. You're sharing it with your friends. I'm sharing it with Sammy. Sammy's sharing it with her friends. That's all it is. It's sharing. And by the way, we might break the damn internet because GoToWebinar can't host us. GoToWebinar has already told us they can't do it because they have a limit of 3,000 and we're way the heck over our limit of 3,000. My techie is working with GoToWebinar to enhance their platform just so they can handle us. I mean, this is going viral.
Hilarious.
You need to be part of it. So,
what a great vision, on a mission to break the internet. And if anyone can do it, it's you. Raymond, where are you living now? Where are you going to be delivering this summit from? Are you back in Canada?
I'm in Toronto, Canada, but my speakers stretch from Slovenia to Singapore. They're all over the world. And the people who are listening from all over the world. British time zone, European, Asian, Australia, New Zealand, all over the world. It's so, so exciting. But I have another thing. Not only can you become VIP quite easily and get all kinds of gifts for 2 days, but whoever shares the most number of people is going to get a gift worth $10,000 US and be recognized on air. It's amazing. And anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. And people are just telling their friends on email, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on whatever social media you want to use. Just paste your link in that and say, I'm going. Do you want to go? There's no charge. That's all you have to say. And it's going viral. It's so exciting.
You got it here. Very simple instructions to go and do that. Now, Raymond, before they go and do that, maybe they've already done it already. Have you done it already? You? Yes, you. Giving you a prod. Go and do it. Now, while while you go and do that, Raymond, I'm interested in your confession, because obviously this is Confessions of a Global Change Maker after all. So out of all the experience you've had in your life, what would be like the number one thing that you've gone through and you just would never do it that way again, like a seriously huge mistake? You talked at the beginning about some of the businesses that failed. Was it a similar issue that caused the failure in each one of those? Was it the same thing? Was there something that really overruled all of them that's like, oh God, if you ever see this come in, don't do that? What would yours be?
I know I would never do this again, no matter how many more lifetimes I get. I purchased 1,100 pieces of real estate and I resold them for a very great profit. So I would buy them and then I would resell them, and then I'd buy more and I'd resell them. And I was making a fortune, but it went to taxes and it went to a nice lifestyle. And then unfortunately it went to a divorce. But if I were wiser, I would have kept some of those properties, because I started buying real estate 45 years ago, and I was buying properties in the range in downtown Toronto for $30,000. And we would fix them up with about 20,000. So that means our investment was 50 and it would get appraised at 80, and we get a mortgage and we get all our money back and we go buy another one and fix it up. And that's what we did. But those properties that we invested 30 in plus another 20 for renovation, so let's say 50, they're all worth about 3 million today.
Oh.
So if every one that I kept, I'd be an extra $3 million richer. If I'd kept 30, I'd be $100 million richer. 30, not thousands, 30. But I gleefully sold them, because at every boom, they go up so much. Like the properties that we invested 50,000, at the next boom, they were worth 200. We said, 200? Oh my God, they'll never be worth more than that. And so we gleefully sold them, made a fortune. But now the properties are worth 3 million. And so
it's the real story there. It sounds like the real lesson there is, don't be so eager to focus on money, money, money. Make sure that you have some assets as well.
Yeah, and when I was younger, I never thought I'd be old. I thought I'd be young for the rest of my life. I thought I'd live forever and always be 25. So why bother saving for the future? And I am wealthy. Believe me, I'm very wealthy, and I have high income and I have residual income, but I could be wildly, and not that I'm greedy, but you asked me for my confession. And the confession is, out of the 1,100 properties, if I just kept 30, I'd have an extra $100 million. That's gigantic. Now, I do own lots of real estate today, and 80% of the real estate that I own is free and clear. 80% of my properties are free and clear. So I'm sitting very pretty, but you asked me for my confession. That's my confession. Don't be so excited in short term. Don't be so excited of paying all that money in real estate commissions, paying all that money in income tax, and then raising your lifestyle. Don't get so excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you've built as much as you have, lost as much as you have, learned as much as you have, and then continue to grow, you're definitely a master to learn from. What's some of the stuff that you're going to be sharing on your summit then? What are the things that you're going to be giving away?
I'll be talking about branding. I'll be talking about the 4 ways to brand yourself, including writing a book. I'll be introducing all of the speakers and handling questions that come in. I'll be taking care of technological difficulties. And anytime a speaker is late, because this is live, it's really live. There's a lot of people who are holding events like this, and they pretend that it's live, but they really interview everybody in advance. And I don't want to do that. First of all, it's not the truth. And second of all, there's no energy. Like when you interview somebody at say 7 in the morning and then interview another person at 1 in the afternoon, there's no accumulation of energy. And it kind of falls flat. But man, I'm going to be saying, like, somebody, let's say it's 2 minutes to go before the half hour is over. Well, the next face is going to come on the screen and it'll be a world famous face, and I'll have to say, no, don't get excited about the new guy. Let's hear the old guy. It's going to be real. It's going to be totally real.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
And there's going to be
yeah, brilliant. We've had that question actually. Are the speakers live for Q&A? Yes, they are. I should imagine. Well, I don't know about Q&A, but they're definitely live for their presentation.
I
I should imagine there's some stuff for the VIPs around the Q&A stuff.
will have someone manning the questions so that when questions come up, there's probably going to be thousands of questions for each speaker, but I've got a team that's going to go through them and pull out the most interesting questions so that we can get a couple questions in. But meanwhile, the speakers are going to speak their mouth off because they've only got a half hour to deliver their best wisdom. So,
so basically, learn fast. Get prepared to learn fast.
Get many pens because several will run out of ink. WorldProsperSummit.com. Just go there right now. It's not a sell; it's free and practice. World Prosper.
I just love it when this massive energy gets together, and especially world-class, best in class entrepreneurs who really have they've done the hard yards. They've done everything the hard way. They've learned things from other mentors. They've sped up their success. And I would imagine that each and every one of those mentors on the panel have invested millions of dollars in their education. I mean, how much would you say you've invested in yourself on this journey?
Well, I invest $50,000 to $70,000 a year.
So multiply that by the amount of speakers, because I would say probably between 15 and 50 is probably like an average for people at our level who are really investing in themselves to go further and make greater impact. So multiply that. You're going to turn up to an event for 3 days that is free. You might buy a couple of books and a couple of things that are there. What is it? 2 days?
Yeah.
2 days. And you're going to get all of that for free. I mean, it just seems like a crazy value exchange, really. But I love the philosophy behind it. That's why I'm backing it. That's why I believe in it, is because, as thought leaders, we do get to live an amazing life. I mean, it is a value exchange. We're changing lives in return for the life that we live so that we can be the best example of what that looks like when they follow the process. However, there's also that give back that I really, really love about it, is like, look, you helped us to get here. We want to help you to get there as well. So if you've got any questions for Raymond, do put them in the comments box right now, because we're just going to start to wrap up with the interview. Raymond, I know that this is going to be a really terrible question, isn't it? But out of all of your speakers, who's your favorite?
I might have to say, I might have to say Jack Canfield, but I'm forced to say Karen Mullen because she's my wife. And
nicely done.
She is going to be a speaker, not because she's my wife, but because she is one of the world's most powerful professional CEOs. She can parachute into a company, take it over, find out what the problems are, and turn it around so it goes from level or losing money to going up by 15 to 30% per annum in revenue and in profits. 15 to 30% per annum for as long as they want to keep hiring her. The last company she worked for them for 17 years because she kept increasing them by 30 to 60%. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And she's going to be teaching her brand of CEO wisdom. And she's amazing. Now, you might say, oh, when is she on? Well, we're not releasing the agenda. And the reason is that people are going to screw up. People are going to say, oh my gosh, I got the time zone incorrect. Showed up an hour late. Like, there's going to be screw ups. So we don't want you to know about the screw ups. But we will be releasing, not in chronological order, but in alphabetical order, who the speakers are each day. So in alphabetical order, we will be releasing who the speakers are, and hopefully you'll attend both days all day. But when you get your confirmation email, there's not only a unique link for you so you can share it and be upgraded to VIP, there's also an opportunity to buy the video of the whole 2 days at a really, really, really low price, like $10 or something. And that's just so that if you miss something, you can play it. So just look for buying the videos if you want. I was going to say tapes. Oh my God, we're old. And
yes.
And
That just goes to show, though, doesn't it, where we started? Oh
that,
dear. Simon saying, who's the world's best inspirational speaker for children? Who would you say, Raymond?
oh, Mark Victor Hansen. He won a President's Award in the White House for opening up a charity called Kids Bank, and he gives loans to kids in the range of $15 to $40 in order to uh, buy a used bike or something like that. And he says he has zero default rate from children, zero default rate. He's given out millions and millions of dollars at like 30 to $50 each, and there's no default rate. Kids are so honest. Yeah, he's a wonderful
I
humanity,
love that.
and he'll be
That's a great answer for you as well, Amanda. And I love that he's going to be on your summit. So Raymond, thank you so much for playing today. It's just an honor. It's been too long since I've last seen you. I think the last time I almost saw you was at the event in London when you couldn't get into the UK, and like we all ran the event still. We all went ahead. We were all going up on stage. It was crazy. So it was Raymond's event, but he couldn't get into the country, and so. But the camaraderie from all the speakers, and we all just pulled together, much like the event that Raymond's pulling up now. And you just do what you've got to do. And it was such an honor to be able to be at that event and serve while we were there.
Thanks for helping me out. I made a mistake. I took the red eye and I confronted the border crossing guard at 6 a.m, and he asked me a question and I answered it wrong. I just made a mistake. And then I said, no, I didn't mean that. I'm just waking up. Here's the real answer. I just said something silly. Secondary screening, mister. He put me in a detention cell for 14 and a half hours and flew me back home. And I didn't get my passport back until I landed back on Canadian soil. I just made a mistake. I wasn't to do anything wrong because I said, no, that's not what I mean. And I just corrected it. So he got the right answer within seconds. But I don't know, he had a bad day.
Oh gosh, but the show went on. The show went on, as it always does. Raymond, I love you. I love your heart. I love your spirit for what you do. You've been inspiring me for at least the last, I think it's about 11 years now. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. Raymond also has a great Facebook group called Get Real with Raymond, and you're in there quite prolifically. You're in there quite a bit. You've got some great people in there, so go and check his group out as well. I look forward to seeing you all at the summit, and please do share it on your wall, on your timeline, in your group. Send an email out to the people that you know, because you just never know who's feeling, quite frankly, you don't know who's feeling like shit right now. And if you make the assumption that everybody already knows about it, then you're going to hold them back, as well as the people who they might share it with as well. And this isn't like a sales fest. This isn't a share fest. This is really from the heart. There could be somebody that attends that says to you, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It could be the changer of their life.
And thank you, Sammy, for sharing it to your tribe. I'm really honored.
You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. I look forward to seeing you on the summit, Raymond, and give my love to Karen. And I just keep swimming. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's working.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys and girls. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be a bit later for the show tomorrow. So we'll be on at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, just so you know. I've got another amazing guest lined up for you. 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we're going to be an hour later tomorrow, but we will see you here to take you into an amazing weekend. Take care, and I will see you there. Mwah. Thanks, Raymond. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.